Hi, everybody. It is, Thursday night, Thursday evening. Major new developments tonight in the Vallow Daybell case. I want to fill you in because this is a major game changer. So first of all, I want to tell you that a judge has suspended Lori Vallow's case. Everything is now on hold. So what this means is that I'll back up a little bit. I know a lot of people are joining in, so I'll kind of wait till most of you have joined in. But if you're just tuning in, I've been at the courthouse all afternoon pulling documents that were just filed today and yesterday in the Lori Vallow case and the Chad Daybell case. And here is what has happened. You remember the other day, Lori's attorneys filed a motion that her case be paused, that her case be put on hold. And a lot of it was redacted. There was a big paragraph that was blacked out. We didn't know what was in that paragraph. The next day, yesterday, prosecutors responded to that motion, but it was under seal. Then an emergency hearing was held yesterday afternoon, and today, Judge Boyce, this afternoon, issued an order suspending Lori's case. Everything is put on hold. Nothing will proceed until her competency can be determined. What does this mean? Well, it's likely that her attorney is raising a major issue on Lori's competency. It's possible she could go back to the state mental health facility. You remember this all happened in 2021, right after she was charged. Everything was put on hold because she was sent to the mental health facility with the state hospital. And that could be what is happening here. So Lori's case, put on hold. Nothing's moving forward at this point. They have to figure out her competency. What does this mean for Chad? Because right now, you know, their cases are conjoined. They're being held together right now. So what happens to Chad's case? Well, you might recall that Chad's attorney has asked that his case be severed, that they be separated, and that it be continued, meaning it be delayed until next fall at the earliest. So with Lori's case on hold, Chad's attorney wanting to wait, we'll see what the judge does. The judge could sever it, meaning they each go their own separate ways and they each prepare everything on their own defense and whatever, and then they each have their own trials. Or it could mean that the judge keeps them together, and maybe if Lori's found competent next year or at the end of this year, whenever she's found competent, it picks right back up. So if you're just tuning in, Lori's case has been suspended. It's been put on hold because of her mental competency. Her attorney asked for this 2 days ago. Prosecutors responded yesterday under seal. Whatever they wrote, we don't know because it's sealed. And then that evening, yesterday afternoon, a hearing was held, private hearing, closed to the public. And today, Judge Boyce issued an order saying Lori's case is paused. It is sealed. So next week, next Thursday on the 13th, Lori and Chad were supposed to be in court together for the first time. That's not happening. Lori will not be there. Nothing will be discussed in her case. Chad's attorney will go in and he will argue that 1, the case should be separated from Lori's. 2, the trial should be continued, should be delayed. And 3, that he wants cameras in the courtroom. And 4, he wants Chad to wear street clothes. Now, here's another interesting thing filed today. You remember at the hearing last month, Lori and Chad, they've been wearing street clothes to every hearing. But Lori's attorneys filed a motion to get it like on the record, get it official, that it's okay that she's not in her jail outfit. And the prosecutor did not object to that. Well, Chad's attorney went ahead and filed a motion saying, all right, how about Chad wears normal clothes? Is that okay? The prosecutors are objecting to that. They want Chad in jailhouse clothes. Not only that, going forward, if Lori has to appear, they want her in jailhouse clothes. Their reasoning is that there's no more cameras in the courtroom. The judge has banned cameras. So the prosecutor's saying, if there's no cameras, if the media is not going to be showing these defendants, then let them wear whatever. It doesn't matter what they wear, but I don't want them wearing street clothes. So that will be discussed next week. It will be interesting to see how the judge rules on that. Will we start seeing Chad and Lori in their jailhouse outfits? Because, you know, every court hearing, Chad's been in a white shirt. He's been in a red or blue tie. Lori's been in a nice blouse, dress pants, high heels, makeup. Is it going to be that the judge says no more? You show up in my courtroom, you got to be in your jailhouse clothes. Now, one other interesting tidbit I discovered in court doc. John Pryor asked that for grand jury proceedings, a transcript of grand jury proceedings from a grand jury hearing that was held in December. Chad and Lori were indicted last May. Now, a grand jury is private. It's secret. You don't know what goes on in there. You never know what goes on in there. But John Pryor is saying that a grand jury was held in December, and he wants the transcript from that grand jury. Prosecutors responded today saying there was a grand jury held, but it doesn't concern your client. It's a different case number. So the question is, who does that grand jury concern? Was it a separate grand jury for charges against Lori or someone else in the case? Whoever, if it was Lori, there have not been any indictments that have come down from that grand jury that we know of. So prosecutors convened a separate grand jury in December, likely associated with this case. The problem with grand juries is we don't know. It's all secretive. We don't know until the indictments come down. So Pryor pushed back at the prosecutor, said, I want the transcript. Prosecutor said, there is no transcript because it's not connected to your client in this particular case. So that's something else to watch. So a lot filed today. I will tell you that the prosecutors objected to John Pryor's motion for cameras in the courtroom and asked that the judge not even consider it. They said it's already been decided. East Idaho News, has put in a request to carry a live audio feed of the hearing next Thursday, the 13th. I know many of you want to listen, many of you want to watch. Because we can't have a camera in there, we've asked if we can have a live audio feed. We should know soon if the judge is going to grant that. If he does not grant it, we're then going to try to request the audio recordings to post after the fact so you can listen to that if you're interested. So we're trying to, get access in there as long for many of you that want it. And that's what we should learn soon. So quick recap, and then I'll let you go to dinner because it's dinner time here in Idaho, 5:02. The case against Lori Vallow Daybell has been continued. Well, it's actually been put on hold. It's been suspended. It will not be happening in January, the trial. In fact, nothing will be happening until her competency can be determined. That is what came out today. We also know that Chad's attorney plans to argue that the case should be severed from Lori's, that the case should be continued until later next year, and that Chad should be allowed to wear street clothes into the courtroom. The prosecutor objects to that. The prosecutor did not issue or did not file anything yet on the continuance, unless it was in the last 15 minutes or so. But if they do, we'll let you know. So that's what's happening here. We'll stay on top of it. Read the story up above. I put a link up above. You can read that for all of the latest.